Give yourself the permission to believe that you're worthy, you're deserving, validate yourself, and believe in yourself. This is huge. And it is something that I have been and continue to encounter with my clients when they're beginning to shift their self concept and elevate it. Okay, welcome to Patty's World. I'm Patty, and I'm a transformational and a manifestation coach. We talk everything manifestation, mindset, and really believing in your worth so that you can shift into the reality where you get everything you want, where you become so magnetic. Okay, now before I continue, now this video, you want to stick with it until the end, because by the end of this video, it should really shift you and give you a deep understanding of why you want to believe in your own worth and your own value. It comes from within. You want to be self-directed, self-valued, where you self-validate yourself and not look for it in people or things or experiences outside yourself. And when you make that shift, then your outside world will reflect it and everything will shift for you. Okay, now that being said, you can go to my bio, my description or my bio, and in there you will find links to my Stan store and some other things. And in there, I have it's free, absolutely free, a free 3-step process for elevating your self concept, because self concept is everything. Self concept is king. It's what you believe and assume about yourself. And once you begin shifting that, it will transform everything in your life. I'm also going to be doing a master class in a couple of weeks. I'll be announcing that soon. So you want to keep watching my videos and also give me any feedback, because I do read all your comments, and make sure you're following me on Instagram and on TikTok, and share this video with anyone else that you think will benefit from it. So make sure you subscribe, because I will be offering a master class, which is transformative and comprehensive. And after it, you will become and step into the version of you that is so magnetic that they get everything they want, and you believe and you trust yourself. Okay, so let's talk about giving yourself permission. This is huge, because when I find that I do my one-on-ones with my clients, and even in master classes, and most of the questions is that people don't give themselves permission to believe. They don't allow themselves to believe, number one, in their worth and in their value, but in the belief that they can have their desire. They feel guilty. And if you're still consumed by guilt and worrying about what people will think, then you are still validated and looking for validation in people outside of you. You're still looking for people to tell you that you're okay and that there's nothing wrong with you and that you're whole and you're complete. And that needs to come from within. It is a huge shift. You're connected to God, to source, to the universe, that God within, you're connected to it. And you're connected to that power, the power that creates worlds. And because of that, that transformational power, you have worth and you have value and you have purpose, and you're worthy of getting all of the desires of your heart. You have to believe in it. But if you don't allow yourself to believe in it, then you're keeping your manifestation at bay. The relationship, the money, the lifestyle, whatever it is you want to draw in. It is your own negative self-talk and your inability to believe in yourself and your worth, and allow yourself to believe that you can have it, that it's already yours. And if you have a desire, the desires of your heart, everything exists in the now. And if you step into it in your imagination and give yourself permission and step into your power and give yourself that permission to believe in it in your mind, then your external reality will conform. The multidimensional world, the world of the 5 senses. But anything and everything we align with, we first create in our minds by believing that we are or are not worthy of it. And so, when you are not giving yourself permission, you're waiting for other people to validate you, to approve of you, to tell you that you're okay. You're waiting for that man to text you, to tell you that you're worthy. You're waiting for the relationship. You're waiting for the money, the car to come before you feel worthy. Then it's the opposite of manifestation. You're looking for validation outside yourself. And I can always tell when people are externally driven. They're constantly asking, how do I look? What do you think? And asking other people for their opinion instead of going within. And that should come within, because you are connected to your you are connected to your own source, your own power. You are connected to source, to God, the universe. And you go within and you make that shift of being internally directed. You'll get those nudges, you'll get those impulses to move in a certain way. You have to believe in that power. You get still, you meditate. And the more you do that, the more that you realize that you are the source of your worth and value, not any man, not any relationship. It shifts everything. So you're not waiting for a text. You're not waiting for someone to tell you they love you, because you love yourself. And from that place of loving yourself and valuing yourself, you become so magnetic and naturally attractive. That is the irony in manifesting. That is the process or the approach that's almost counterintuitive, because first you want to see evidence in your external world in order to feel good. But first you have to feel good and feel worthy and feel valuable in order to align with the experiences and the relationships and the quality of life that you want. The shift happens within. So if you're waiting for people outside of you to tell you that you're okay, you're giving the power of your worth and value to people. And no one outside of you should have that power over you. Because if they have the power to make you happy, then they have the power to make you sad. And they have power over you, and you have them on a pedestal. That cannot come from another person, not in your love relationships, in your kids, in anything. You can love someone and love them, but your worth and your value and your stability has to come from within. And that way, nothing outside of you shakes you. And the more you approach life this way, and you become cemented and firm in your beliefs, and you have a rock solid concept of self, nothing outside of you will shake you, because you know that whatever shows up in your reality, you can shift, you can change, you can take some time to go within, to center yourself, and then you can just start imagining you, believing you, and shift whatever circumstance. And now I'm at the point that I can shift my circumstances. I may wobble because we're always expanding and we're always growing, but with anything undesired shows up, showing me a limiting belief that I still have, because we're always growing and we're always in process, I can go within myself and say, okay, Patty, what are you believing? What were you looking for? What is it that you're trying to create? And then I go within and say, okay, what is the version of me that already has my ideal situation, my ideal outcome? And that goes in love and money and career, in clients, in the people I'm working with, in the friends that I'm surrounding myself with. In every capacity, I have started to tell new stories about myself and what shows up in my life. And when I shift that internally, the mirror will reflect it. I just have to cement that story and the new concept that I have of myself and whatever version of that story that I'm telling. So you want to make sure that you give yourself permission. You allow yourself to believe that you're the person who can have everything they want. That is a huge shift, because you absolutely can. If I did it, I'm no different than you. And all I did throughout this process, and this is really what got me into law of assumption and manifestation and conscious creation, is that I was going through some things and I thought, okay, I was in my early 40s. Well, I started in law of attraction in my 30s, but really got into it in my 40s, early 40s. And I thought, okay, I'm too old to be going through this. What are the beliefs that I have? Okay, I was still looking for love and approval and a sense of worthiness in things and people outside myself. And when I began to work on my own level of self love, and when you love yourself, you treat yourself better, you raise your standards, you behave like a person who loves himself. You behave like a person who believes in their worth and their value and isn't looking for people or anyone outside of them to validate them or approve of them. And and like I was saying, the irony in this is that when you're no longer seeking it in people or things outside of you, they naturally give it to you. They naturally come. The SP will come because you become so magnetic. This approach, this huge shift within yourself, will change everything and will make you so magnetic. When you pour into yourself and become the love of your own life, and you become internally directed, you fill your own cup, and you truly love yourself from a level of self acceptance, and you're okay with who you are, and you know that you are so powerful that you can shift and change any situation, then it's a game changer. It'll change your life. You have to believe in your worth and give yourself permission and believe in your own power. Here's the thing, you're so powerful that you're giving the power of your value and your worth to other people. You're waiting for them to validate you and approve of you so that you feel worthy and valuable. That's how powerful you are. And if you realize that you don't have to wait on other people or experiences, you can give it to yourself right now and tell yourself, I'm worthy and I'm valuable and I'm amazing. And I am worthy of living the life of my dreams. And I'm going to start to create it. I don't know how. I just have to figure out the next right step, create it in my mind. What is the vision that I want of myself? A healthy relationship, making the money that I believe I'm worthy of, the lifestyle, the health, the looks. And I start seeing and talking to myself in this way. Your self talk and your internal conversations have to align with the version of you, the ideal version of you. You can't be the ideal version of you and still criticize yourself and believe you're not worthy. Your self talk and your internal conversations have to align with a version of you. So, in your mind, we always create psychologically in our mind first. And so, our self talk has to align with that version of us. The body will follow, the experiences will follow, the world of the five senses, the multidimensional world, will align and conform and will match that reality. You make those shifts every day. And that's where techniques come in, the affirmations, the sleep tracks, the scripting, the meditations. All of those things work to reprogram your subconscious mind, to reprogram your self-concept, and to reaffirm this new concept that you have of yourself. And every day you can shift and change into this new version of you. You get to decide who you are, not the world outside of you. You have the power. Take your power back and tell yourself who you are. Sit with yourself for a couple of minutes and really think about who you are and who the ideal version of you is. And then talk to yourself and talk about yourself as if you already are this person, because they already exist. That is the shift. Give yourself permission to be this person. And when you are this person, you attract and you manifest what you are, the most ideal version of you who has elevated experiences and relationships. And you act and behave from this place. You are the operant power. That's what that all means. So I hope this video helped. We'll see you on the next one. And be on the lookout. Make sure you sign up for my email list. You can do it in Stan or in my other menu, because I will be announcing that masterclass. It's 2 days, and really it's manifestation mastery, the 4 pillars that you need to have. It will be comprehensive. I will have some visualizations, some techniques to really shift you and cement the new version that you have of yourself. And then you will become a powerful creator, a mighty manifester. That's what I want you to be able to align with everything that you want. Okay. And then I have some free stuff as well, some meditations that are here on my YouTube and some other things. But thanks for watching my videos. We'll see you on the next one.